Clay Patton on the Rural Radio Network Winter Wheat Tour 2023, brought to you by Polanski Seed. As we came through on the first leg of the tour, Nebraska featured in it, and of course Nebraska Wheat's Executive Director Royce joining us. And Royce, you get to give the report here for Nebraska at the nightly meeting. Give us a breakdown of what we can expect to see for Nebraska Wheat.
In the northern panhandle, we're having yield estimates up there from 20 to 25 bushel on average. You know, they've recently received about 1.5 inches of rain. It'll maintain what's there for now. There will be some abandonment up there just due to patchy stands, poor stands. And then as we go to the southern panhandle, they've actually, you know, over the winter they got a lot of precipitation, had a lot of snow. They were looking pretty good in terms of moisture compared to any other place in the state. You know, they're probably seeing yield somewhere around the 39-40 bushel range. The way we do these, we go out and take some measurements on row width, how many heads per row or stems per foot of row, and then there's a calculation whether it's heading or whether it's still in the elongation stage, and you calculate out the yield. The calculated yield in the southern panhandle came out to about 40 bushel per acre, but on the eye test, you know, a lot of people said it maybe looks a little better than that, so kind of promising in that part of the state. When we look at that southwest corner down around the McCook area, yield estimates there were about 32.5 bushel per acre. They've also had some recent rain, and that's really made the crop pop. As we go to south central, maybe a little bit wider range, anywhere from 25 to 32 bushel per acre. If we average that out, it'll be close to 30. Looks good. The flag leaves are out. No diseases present so far, but they did catch a little rain as well.
Given the fact that wheat's so prominent in Kansas, not as prominent in Nebraska, can a little bit better Nebraska wheat crop really help offset anything that we may be losing here in Kansas with some of the poor wheat stands?
Kansas just raises so much more wheat than Nebraska that we really won't offset probably the losses that they're seeing here or the reduced production they're seeing here. Every little bit helps, and especially if it's high quality, which with these drier, droughty conditions, that tends to bring on protein. Also, your nutrient program brings on protein. So, you know, we think we've got, you know, guys that have pretty good targets. So our quality is going to be there, but we probably won't be able to offset all the loss of total bushels.
And Royce, reasons to come on the wheat tour, even if you're a Nebraska farmer, granted a lot of the tours in Kansas, it's still important to really get out and see, and plus make some of the connections that you can here in the wheat industry.
That's right. It's an incredible opportunity because you have people from Nebraska, Colorado, Kansas, Oklahoma, and then like on the tour this year, over 100 people from all over the globe. We've got people from Colombia, Mexico, all over the United States. And like you said, it's making that connection to grain buyers, millers, bakers. It's quite a diverse group, and traveling across the state for a few days, you make a lot of good friends.
Royce, we appreciate your time giving us a rundown the Nebraska crop, what you've seen here in the early side of the Kansas tour. But before we let you go, final closing thoughts, important information I've overlooked.
I would just encourage anybody, if you ever have the opportunity, go on this tour. It's very informative. You get to see different parts of the wheat growing region. You make a lot of friends and lifelong friends. It's incredible. So if you have the chance, do it. And again, is Royce, he's Executive Director with the Nebraska Wheat, and we are here on the Winter Wheat Tour.